Welcome back to Whole Future, guys. Got lunchtime, got my persimmon banana blackberry smoothie here. Fantastic. Wanted to share with you guys a little something. The other night I saw Garth Davis give a talk. If you haven't heard of him, he's got a book called Proteinaholic, and he's a doctor who's a weight loss surgeon who kind of went on his own health journey when he got really sick and overweight, and did research and discovered the power of the plant-based diet, and totally changed his whole approach and started putting people on plant-based diet when he used to prescribe tons and tons of protein, and people just gained weight back after the weight loss surgery, and he found that he could even save some people from getting weight loss surgery. So he wrote a book just about how this whole idea of like, gotta get protein, like I eat the beef jerky instead of the apple because it's got protein, you know? And just this idea that we're all proteinaholics and just believe like, but it's got protein, it's good for me. And the fact is that our country eats like way more protein than any other country out there, and we have like the highest rates of chronic disease, and we basically just eat way too much protein in the form of animal products, and it's killing our health. So saw him give a talk, and one of the things he talked about, he did with his patients, was something called cognitive behavioral therapy. And so what he told them was, and I want to relay this message on you guys, that in an alternate universe, there's another you wandering around there. Okay? There's another you running around who's healthy, who's fit, who's vibrant, who's vigorous, who's stoked on life, who's running marathons or Tough Mudders or competing in powerlifting or, you know, playing football again or whatever it is. They're running around and they're eating healthy, they're eating plant-based diet, whole foods, and thriving. And people kind of are like, well, what are you talking about? Well, it's possible. I know I've had my own journey with it 5 years ago when I was just really sick, having all kinds of digestive problems, chronic pain, chronic fatigue. I was like laid up in bed all weekend, just feeling awful, and I thought life wasn't going to get any better. I couldn't even get like a real diagnosis from a doctor about what was going on, and just kind of stumbling onto the raw food lifestyle from my friend Dan McDonald, and then, you know, going through several iterations of the plant-based diet, now doing just 100% fruit-based raw vegan diet. So what I want to impress upon you guys is that there is, in an alternate universe, a fit, healthy, vibrant, healthy eating, awesome feeling you running around. And this right here, this stuff, the persimmon blackberry banana smooth, the hordes and hordes of persimmons, the big produce stashes, that's what's going to get you there, okay? So one thing you can do, what he did with his patients, was he basically made them create a vision board. And on the vision board, on one side, they had a picture of themselves in kind of a compromising, maybe like in a swimsuit or something like that, where they really don't like the picture of themselves. And then surround that picture with like cheeseburgers and pizzas and you know, bacon and stuff like that. And then create a second one, which is like a picture of like an envisioned future self, and surround that with like fruits, vegetables, whole grains, legumes, all the vegan, plant-based foods. And they looked at that every day. Next time they thought, oh man, I just feel really bad, I just want to go get some Arby's or whatever, they would remember like that food is associated with that self that they just want to get away from, and the other food is associated with that alternate future self that's happy, healthy, vibrant, joyful, excited about life, athletic, all that stuff. So if you're struggling with this, if you're struggling with plant-based diet, whether, you know, whatever form it may be, maybe it's just drinking one smoothie a day for yourself, maybe you're not even ready to go fully plant-based or vegan or raw or whatever, but whatever that is, if you're struggling with it, I want you to try this strategy. And I just want to say I'm also here to help. So if you ever have questions or need support, like leave me a comment down below. I'd love to help you out. I really hope this video serves you and finds you well, and I want to wish you, like all of you guys who watch these videos, the best of health and the best of like a really good life. And it's worked for me, and that's why I continue to spread this message on YouTube and everywhere else. So thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you next video. Hey guys, subscribe to Whole Future on YouTube and check out Whole Future on Facebook, Instagram, and Snapchat as well.